So if we look at delete non-player entity, one of the problems that we hit in the last stream was that when I defeated an enemy, this line right here, I had forgotten to add this line. I had updated the components to add a health property to all entities, but in the delete routine, I forgot to add deletion of the health component. Is there a way at runtime that I can iterate over all of the members of the components and I can build a function that is like delete component or something like this? It starts with this, run. This just tells the compiler to run something at compile time. Indeed, so you can see it here, hi, right? The insert directive lets you insert compile time generated code or code that has been represented as data in some other way. You can represent the code either as a string or as the syntax tree nodes that are defined in modules compiler. I could represent all the members of this struct as a string, and I could pound insert. Okay, so actually we call pound run, generate assignments. This returns a string, and then pound insert puts the code in here. Okay, I'm kind of seeing how this will shape up. We will not just have one string with all these things. We will have an array. We need to know the name of the member, and we need to know the type of the element, or the subtype of the has element. So all we need to do with these names is loop over them again and then build this string, sudo delete components position, entity index, last index, this sort of thing. So we could use the string approach here, but the thing is, like, is that too much sorcery? So far, we have been using pound insert and structs just to set values, but you can do some pretty wacky stuff. Here we'll generate a struct type, just given an array of types and names. This, I think, is what I'm looking for, actually. Let's implement this. By implement, I just mean to basically crib it. We'll have a pound insert, pound run, create members, create component names and types, create component members. We run create component names members, and this gets the output of create component names and types. It's going to be an element, so e.name is position, e.type is this guy right here, and then we just repeat this. Okay, so create component names and types will now create a dynamic array of name and type, where name and type have name property and type property, and these are all of the members, positions, max entities, has math vector 2f, for example, the members of our components. And then we have a create component members, which will take in a view of name and type. Builder is builder, for mat, print to builder, star builder, percent is the name, percent is the type, it name, it type, that's good. Return builder to string, that is good. And then components is going to be a struct where we pound insert and then pound run, create component members, which uses the return value of create component names and types. Let's see if that compiles. We have undeclared identifier tile set. While building a string, returned by this pound insert directive, undeclared identifier vector 2f. The vector 2f is coming from our math namespace, but I guess it's not being exposed to whatever this is. I guess a build time. What happens if I just import inside the scope? I'm curious. I kind of solve that by building it this way. So maybe if I also pound import file asset.jai. So the difference here with facing direction and cooldown, these are types defined right above here. So these are in this scope. So that's why we discovered those. So we succeeded finally in the metaprogramming here. Now I need to dynamically generate another function to delete components. A pound run for names and types, insert, and we'll go by string. How do we format this? Okay, there's got to be like a format routine because we need to replace these names with it's gonna be a percent here. The iterator.name. Okay. Oh, wait, we do have sprint. Oh, sick. All right, I think this is what we want. So this is going to be insert sprint. Here's the format string. Here's the argument. Does this work? No. Expected an expression after run. Create delete list or something. I'm bad at names. Insert run create delete list names and types. And then yoink that, paste that there, builder is a string builder, return builder, blah, blah, blah. This is going to be a string. Now I think we just do insert run, and that's going to take care of the sudo delete guy. Okay, that works. Now let's actually test this thing. So in delete non-player entity, we get rid of all these guys, and we call delete component at components, and then the entity index and last index. This guy needs to take in a view of nat, which is a view of types and names. Name and type. I should be able to kill these guys. Attack once, twice, dead. Once, twice, dead. Once, twice, dead. Cool. All right, I'm going to sign off. Have a good rest of the day. Peace.